Okay, let's hope this all works out well. Yay! It does work! Hi guys, it's been 3 weeks, almost an entire month. Yeah, what a crazy 3 weeks it has been. Right now I'm just gonna do some testing and check that the mic is working. Yay! It does! Okay, and my audio is late. 1 second. Okay, let me check right now if my audio is working. Also adjusting the light. And sorry, I know my light is too bright. It's been a while since I've played around with the setting. Okay, let me check. Also, something's not right. Hold on. Alright, I'm testing right now if the audio is working just fine. And I have my little audio or my tablet here to check if it's on time too. Yeah, this is so weird. Thing is just like not syncing. Hold on. Alright, does this work better? Sorry guys, it's been a while since I streamed, so I'm kind of doing this like on the go right now. This is how it usually goes for me too. I try to get this done over the weekend, but it's not working out for me. Now there's like no audio playing. Yeah, the audio's dead. Now there's like no audio playing. Okay, that is so crazy. Like for a moment, my audio just went boom. Okay. I am doing my utmost best. I'm also checking my audio and my stream if it's okay. Like what I see right now is that I can't see myself talk. Alrighty. So I guess there was an attempt at least. It's already been like 20 minutes. I know it took 10 minutes earlier because I was trying to tinker through everything. I also had to use the bathroom before I came here, so I'll try to spend another 8 minutes, and if things are not moving, then I'm just gonna have to cancel today's stream. At least there was an attempt that was made. Okay, it actually looks a little bit better. How does this sound now? So hopefully, fingers crossed this is working just fine. Oh my god, this is so stressful for me. Okay, I figured it out. Alright, so my old code is working right now, so I realized because I'm sharing a black screen, Canva is not running right now. So my old code was 725 for the off sync, so my lips should be matching my lips right now, but the moment I start activating the stream, I have to change the code again to 1273. So fingers crossed. I forgot about this. You know, it's been almost a month since I streamed with you guys, so bear with me. It is looking really well, looking good on my stream right now on my phone. So let's hope this keeps up. I will be fixing this as I go. Okay, yeah, so YouTube is showing me that everything's fine. Okay, we did it. We're done. Let's go ahead and share my screen. I figured that after this crazy setup, something was bound to happen anyway, so let's try to get through today's stream. So welcome to session 46. I'm also gonna pause and check how my stream is doing. I'm probably going to adjust the off sync. My stream has like a 1 minute lag. Yep, it started to lag. Okay. Okay, the off sync is now 1273. Hopefully my mouth is matching with my lips now. And sorry, I have to pause a little bit. This is still kind of the testing area since it's been a month since I've been here. So yeah, I'm checking if my audio is matching my lips. This is very frustrating, guys. And thank you for being patient. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go ahead and put some timestamps. So I would assume after the 15-minute mark-ish is when I'm starting the stream. According to my timer, it's already 14:59. Now it's 15. So I'm gonna be starting the stream maybe in 30 seconds. Okay, awesome. So I just checked my stream just now and it looks good. My mouth is syncing with my lips. Hallelujah, praise God. We're getting started now. All right. So in 8 seconds, go ahead and jump to 15:30. I'm also probably gonna put up a timestamp. We're gonna get started right now. All right, so guys, welcome to session 46. It's been a month. Oh my goodness, shocking. It's been crazy while since I've streamed. So we're gonna go over the stream itinerary today. We have greetings, English for everyone, chapter 18. We are just gonna stick to 18 today. I don't know if I'll be like going as far as teaching for an hour, maybe 90 minutes. I don't know if I will. It just depends. I'm still recovering from jet lag, but more on that later. We're just gonna go ahead and go to our lesson for today, and then we'll cover some questions, comments, concerns, and suggestions at the end, as usual. All right, greetings. I am back in California. It's been a week since I came back from Japan. Yeah, I technically have like a list of things I wanted to share of what I've been up to, and I had it in a different like presentation on Canva, but the plan was I was supposed to stream this morning, but I kind of felt that, you know, I had a feeling last night. I was like, I'm probably gonna take melatonin. If you guys don't know what melatonin is basically a pill that helps you, it encourages you to feel drowsy and it helps you with sleeping, especially if you have insomnia. So this week I've been eating melatonin and I just have this strong like feeling that I knew I was not gonna wake up on time for this morning. And plus, in addition to that, on Monday I was out kind of late, so I didn't have time to finish setting up the stream and doing like this whole checkup and stuff. So I just thought to myself, you know what, I'll have time for it after I deliver my package. But then one thing led to another in terms of plans, and here I am. So I was able to get this stream started about an hour ago. I was so happy to see that Streamlabs was working this time. I was logged in, there's no problem, and I told myself, okay, we're gonna do this. Then I was like, okay, gotta run to do a bathroom break. That took a while. Then I came back here, and now I'm here. And yeah, it's just been a very crazy week thus far. Let's see. I've been debating about the subjects I wanted to teach because I actually had a really fun topic I want to talk about, and I feel like it's important because this topic actually was inspired from last week because I was going through a lot of emotions, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk more about that tomorrow because it is a conversation practice stream. What is tomorrow actually? Tomorrow's Wednesday, yeah. So Wednesday and Thursday morning, hopefully if I am awake at that time. Again, I apologize if I just oversleep or if I cancel last minute. So I usually let you guys know before I go to bed, mainly because I don't know if my body is capable of waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Because as far as I've learned, my body takes at least 2 weeks to adjust to the time zone difference, and that really sucks because usually I bounce back very quickly from jet lag. I was also very excited when I came back to America. I was like, I'm not gonna get jet lag, I'm gonna be totally okay. The next day it hit me all at once. I was just exhausted. Everything I did during the trip was tiring for me, so as a result of that, I was just like, yeah, no. My body was like, nope, you're gonna rest for this week. So yeah, unfortunately, there were also days I had to call off work because my body was just so tired. I couldn't show up to work because my body just overslept and I was just too exhausted, and it kind of sucks whenever I have to call off work, but I know I need it. I know my body needs that rest, so I do the best I can. And yeah, that's about it. That's about the update that goes from there. I don't want to say anything else because I want to save all my other updates for tomorrow morning. If we're having that stream, fingers crossed. I'm crossing my fingers because I'm hoping that I will show up tomorrow morning, and I really want to because, you know, being away from streaming, I have a sense of FOMO. If you guys don't know what FOMO means, it means fear of missing out. And basically, whenever I'm away from something that I am passionate about for too long, I start to feel like I miss it so much, and I really want to come back and I feel renewed, which is technically what I needed because before I went to Japan, I was feeling a little bit tired and burnt out because of work, and just kind of felt like I had a reflective moment that I needed to have. And again, this reflective moment is perfect for tomorrow's conversation practice, so if you can come, please come. And yeah, come and practice English with me, have a discussion with me. If not, you're just gonna hear me ramble, as I usually do, but it's just a great food for thought just to think about. And I think it's really nice if you're someone who's entering your early 20s or transitioning with a big life event. I feel like it's a great conversation to have with everyone. So yeah, other than that, let's see. I guess I can recap a little bit of what happened in the past week. The week before I went to Japan, I believe, I'm pulling up my calendar here just to remember the dates. The week I went to Japan, it was March 18 to the 22nd, that week. I was really sick. Like, I lost my voice. I couldn't talk. I had a really bad sore throat. So anytime I said something, I was just having difficulty even swallowing. It was so painful for me. I even had to call off work that day because I was just experiencing so much pain. And then I was coughing, I had a fever, and I remember I forced myself to go to work on Tuesday morning. So Monday I was kind of okay, but that was when I felt like my body felt off. You know, when your body feels off, that's usually a warning that maybe you should sleep in and rest, and so you could combat or battle whatever infection or sickness you're gonna catch. I didn't do that, obviously, because I wanted money for my trip to Japan. So I showed up for Monday, the 18th, and then the 19th was when it got worse for me. That's when I actually felt a little bit more off than usual. I even vocalized how I felt to my teacher. I was like, hey, I'm not feeling good, but I still wanted to show up, but I just feel really off today. And she's like, okay, we'll take it easy. So I tried my best, but it wasn't until later, like I guess the next morning, I woke up at I think 4 a.m. and I was just like, I felt horrible. You know, I lost my voice, and I even messaged you guys like last minute or on the announcement. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm showing up because I'm really sick. And talk about horrible timing, because I was flying out to Japan Friday night, which is the 22nd. And then my flight wasn't until midnight, so I took a red eye to Japan. If you guys don't know what red eye is, red eye basically means like, you know, when your eyes are, you know, red because you're staying up so late. That's kind of where the name comes from for the word red eye planes, because you're going on a flight really, really late in the morning. But it was actually really good for me because I was able to transition really well in terms of the time zone difference. I slept the whole ride, woke up early morning in Taiwan, and I felt really good. And then I didn't even need to sleep for like that next hour trip to Japan, or the next 2-hour trip to Japan. I watched a movie and then I was like, oh, this is fantastic. I feel great. I adjusted really well. And I actually did adjust really well in Japan too. So there was no time, there was no like jet lag. When I went to Japan, I felt really good. But coming back to California was a different story. So, all right. So anyways, I ended up calling off work from the 20th to the 22nd. So as you can see, I kind of feel upset because I had to call off for 3 days of work, which is like 8 hours. That's 24 hours of work. I just couldn't even call in for sick pay and everything because I was just so sick. I wasn't feeling good. Also, hello Hans, good to see you here. So that's what happened on the 20th to the 22nd, and which is why I had to cancel my streams. It was because I was just not feeling well at all. Then I was not streaming the 25th to the 29th because I was in Japan, as you guys know. So that entire week, I planned out the itinerary. I was the one responsible with scheduling, what we were doing. My friend Brittany was the one handling like booking places for us, especially when we're staying. I just planned out like the activities that we were gonna do, and of course she pitched in her ideas too, and I incorporated into our itinerary. But every day was like a go 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 kind of schedule. We went to so many places every single day. Oh my goodness. So let's see if I can try to recap that for you guys. So on the 24th, which is when we landed in Japan, we just went straight to, we took a shuttle bus from Narita Airport, then we went to our hotel in Roppongi. So we took APA Hotel. I recommend APA Hotel if you guys decide to go to Japan. We went to Roppongi and we stayed there for majority of that trip. Initially the plan was we were gonna stay in Roppongi for like 3 days and move to, we were supposed to stay in a hotel in Narita, then go to Roppongi, then go to another hotel in Narita, and I was like, all of this back and forth, oh my god. My friend even recommended to me, like another friend of mine recommended to me that I should not be booking multiple places, just stay in one place. Even if it's a little bit expensive, commit to it, because you're gonna be so tired from like going to different places that you just don't want to pack and keep moving, you know? And that did kind of happen a little bit for me and my friend. It turned out that we were only able to book the room from the 24th to the 26th. Then we had to relocate to another room on the 27th to the 31st. So, but the thing was, when we had to relocate, we had to pack our stuff early in the morning because we had to go to Mount Fuji that day. And then we just had to leave our bags and collect them later that evening. So yeah, it's just like a wild day. But anyways, going back to the timeline. So on the 24th, we got to Roppongi. After we got situated with our place, we went to what I wanted us to go watch the movie Spy Family Code White, which was already in Japan since I think November of last year. Yeah, maybe I might be wrong, maybe early January, I can't remember. But the movie has been ongoing, and Twitter or X has not stopped talking about it. My friends on Discord keep talking about it, and I'm like, a lot of them haven't watched it yet because not all of us are from Japan, you know? So I heard that Japan had the English subtitle provided for like a week or so, so I thought they would still provide it by the time I arrived there, but I didn't understand anything from the film, like per se. But I mean, I was able to draw a conclusion. I was able to understand, I would say 70% of the plot. I don't have well, maybe 99% of the plot I understood, but the dialogue was the one I missed out the most because I didn't know Japanese fully. I knew keywords and expressions, and I was able to kind of determine what the character was saying in the dialogue and move on from there. Also, hi, Sarah Utomo, good to see you. Yeah, it was really fun for me in terms of like as a linguist, as someone who really loves learning languages. It was the best experience ever because for me it was like I threw myself into the culture and the language, and it was like I was picking up words like maybe, I don't know, 50 words a day or something. It was really cool because I was applying everything I learned from, my active listening from watching anime. It does do something because I had a lot of experience watching anime and just listening to subs. So I was able to kind of make out certain words and understand things. So it was really cool. That was a nice experience for me. But anyways, sorry, I'm just jumping everywhere. So the 24th, we tried to watch the movie in Shibuya, but that didn't happen because we got to the movie theater and we did arrive like 10 minutes on time. We could have still even watched the film because there would be a commercial for the next 20 minutes, but I didn't know. I assumed Japan would be like on time, So my friend and I went to this one tower. I can't remember what it was called. It was a huge building, and there was like a movie theater at the 12th floor, It was on the 12th floor. So my friend and I could not find the elevator to go up. So what we did was we climbed up all of the escalators. We ran up the escalators and went up 12 flights. It was crazy. I was like, I cannot believe we did that. And then we got to the top floor on time. And the movie we still had 10 minutes to spare, so we could have watched the film if we wanted to. But I spoke to someone, I was like, oh, does it have English subtitles? And then they said, oh, no, there's no English subtitles. And I'm like, I was so devastated. So what my friend and I did was we went back down I think we found the elevator, which was an insult to, like, more salt to the injury, We didn't even know where the freaking elevator was. So I was like, how could we run up 12 escalators, like 12 floors up the escalators and get to the very top? Like, my legs were on fire. That was my gym for the year. Or basically my entire trip in Japan, that was my gym for the entire year because I walked almost 10 miles every single day. I was crazy. But anyways, I digress. My friend and I, since we were in that hotel, or that whatever that place was called, I wish I remember the name. I probably do have it in my phone. But yeah, we decided to stay in and just have a drink because apparently on the 3rd floor, or whatever floor it was, because like there was an escalator outside and it brought you up a couple flights, and then when you enter the building, it was like this neon kind of open bar-esque kind of thing. And it was cool because they had a lot of food that they could offer. It was like finger food, they had drinks, there was even a dance floor, and there was like a kid dancing on a dance floor. It was so cute. Everyone was just recording the cute little kid dancing, and his dad even joined him, which was adorable. And that was practically our first day. We were just like, okay, we're here, we're just surviving, existing at the moment. And that was practically our night. And then I think that was basically the first day, yeah, the 24th. The 25th, we said we would make it a little bit easy for us. So the 25th, we continued exploring around Tokyo area. So we were like around Shinjuku, Shibuya area, Ikebukuro, etc. We were just in Tokyo, just kind of familiarizing the place. To be honest with you, I can't even remember what we did on Monday. I just know that it was still within the area. Tuesday was Mount Fuji. This is also the day we had to leave our first room in Roppongi, so we packed up and then we moved to our next room as well. But because the thing about Japan is that your room is never ready until 3 p.m. For some reason, it's always 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and you always have to check out at 10 in the morning, which is wild. So yeah, so we couldn't even check in even if we wanted to. We had to check out, and then we had to surrender our luggages. Fortunately, the hotel was able to hold on to our luggages. So we checked out of our room. Then we told the lady that we wanted our bags to be held on to, and we wouldn't be back until late evening because we were going to Mount Fuji the whole day. So we took a bus trip to Mount Fuji, and we just followed a tour. And then when we came back around 8 p.m., now we were able to check into our new room. And like, it was tiring, like I kind of realized that my friend was right. Like, don't ever book multiple rooms or multiple places to stay in. Just stay in one place that you will be proactively there and you're gonna be in that area. So even if it's a little bit expensive, it's worth it just because you don't have to walk too much and go to different places. Roppongi, even though it was in the area of Tokyo, I still had to take. It was still a good 20 minutes Sometimes it was 10 minutes by walking to the subway, metro, whatever you want to call it, and then an additional 20 to 30 minutes or 20 to 50 minutes, depending on where you were going, around Tokyo. So I learned my lesson that if you ever want to visit Tokyo, go choose, like, for example, APA is like a popular hotel. Choose APA Shinjuku. Choose APA Shibuya. It's better than just APA Roppongi, because like Roppongi is kind of like the business area, but it's a little bit more of a quiet area, which is nice. But you know, it was just like a lot of walking from Roppongi to wherever we wanted to go. So yeah, that's like a good lesson to learn. What else is there to share? Yeah, so the 26th, we came back from Mount Fuji. The next day, that morning, we went to Tokyo Tower. No, not Tokyo Tower. We went to Tokyo Castle. We went to another tour guide. And then from that tour area, we went to explore the East Gate, I think is what it's called. The East Gate, I think, is the one that's open in the public, that anyone can visit. They can go on a tour. They can explore the area. And then apparently that same week, it was an annual event that the I think it's the royals, Japan's royal family opened their gates. So I think it was the West Gate that was open that week, interestingly. So right after that event, Brittany and I decided we were going to go to the West Gate. We're like, oh, it might as well, because it's a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity, because we don't live in Japan. So we took that opportunity. So we walked even more. But it was nice because like, when does a tourist have the opportunity that they arrive in Japan and they have the opportunity to see an area that's not even popular, or like not popular, but it's a part of the castle area that's never open to the public. It's only open for 1 week, you know, and the royals allowed for just that 1 week, and then they close it. I can't remember if it's the entire week or if it was like Sunday through Wednesday, and then they close the gate and you can't go see it anymore. It was very interesting, but what an experience that was. We walked a lot that day. I think Wednesday we also met with Brittany's friends, and then I also met up with my friend, who did I meet? I met my friend Mahoney, and I met her in person at we were in, I think, Shinjuku. We met in Shinjuku. And then I was able to buy this really nice book. Where did I put it? It's down here. Because my desk was a trash zone before I streamed, I had to clean up a little bit. That's another reason why I was a little bit late. I had to make the stream a little presentable. I went to Book Off with Mahoney, and I found this book. I've been trying to get my hands on this book. This is basically a Spy Family elementary school book where kids could learn English. So of course I was gonna do the reverse engineering way. So my plan was I was gonna go ahead and study this and see if it's possible for me to learn Japanese from the opposite direction. But also at the same time, my plan was I was going to analyze this book and see how they taught English, you know, for kids. I wanted to see if this was good and my thoughts of it, like what levels would this be pertaining to. My first impression is definitely we have someone who's like even preschool, maybe even younger than preschool. This might even be early kindergarten too. So it's just interesting that I get to analyze this book and see how this goes, because obviously in the future I would love to make my own book doing something like this and helping you know, Japanese learners who want to learn English or any other language. That's like one of my goals in life. But in any case, yeah, so I met my friend, and then right after that, I decided, okay, we're gonna watch Spy Family for real. We're gonna watch Code White, because I've been dying to watch this film, and we did, and it was amazing because, like I mentioned earlier, I was testing my language acquisition in Japanese, considering that I consider myself a true beginner, because I just started learning Japanese, I think a month or two ago, and I've been just listening and just letting myself feel the immersion from just audios and videos, and then that's it. So yeah, that was about it on that, and I will write my thoughts on that on a post somewhere, because I will be actually watching the film again this Thursday, because the official release in California or in the US is this Thursday actually, and I'm planning to watch it first before I go dancing because I'm just like, you know, I'm a diehard Spy Family fan, so of course I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna be comparing what I understood in Japanese versus what I watched with the English subtitle. So the English sub is gonna be the one playing this Thursday, and it's still using Japanese audio. But yeah, it's just gonna be interesting to see what I did understand from that. And then I'm rewatching it again twice on Saturday. I know I'm crazy. Saturday I'm watching it in the English dub. Because again, I'm gonna be doing another English, not English, I'm gonna do a linguistic analysis on word choices, like why did they sub it this way, what makes it different, etc. It's just really fun for me to take notes and see what I learn and draw a conclusion from that. And then of course, I'm rewatching again in, what am I watching again? On the 23rd, yes. Not 23rd, sorry. This is supposed to be, this 19th, oh, the 20th, April 20th. I'm rewatching it again in the Japanese subtitles because again I feel like I want to revisit the linguistic aspect of it because I heard it once in Japanese, I hear it again in this Thursday, then I'm gonna hear it again on Saturday, so it's just like I just want to analyze just the linguistic aspect because you guys know me, I'm a nerd when it comes to linguistics. But yeah, other than that, we're jumping back, sorry again for the back and forth, we're jumping back to, that was March 20th, now we're going to March 21st, Thursday. We took a plane to Kyoto. Oh my god. No, not Kyoto. We took a plane to Osaka. And then from Osaka, we did the Waku Waku Park event for Spy Family. I had my day there. Then we stayed at a Airbnb hotel. Then the following morning, we went to... Oh, actually, no. Let's back a little bit. We got to our Airbnb. I let Brittany stay in and sleep in. I still went outside because I paid for a pass called Amazing Osaka Pass, and I was able to go to some places for free. One of them was the biggest Ferris wheel in Japan, I believe. It's located in Osaka, so I got that ride discounted, I think, or was it free? I can't remember. I think it was free. I went there on a rainy night, but I did record some videos of the view. I also decided to do a cover there. I don't know if I'll ever post that cover. We'll see. It was kind of cringy, but let's see. Next, what else did I do? I walked from the Ferris wheel. Okay, so I took a subway to the Ferris wheel, then I went to see the famous Glico sign, and then from there I went back home to the Airbnb. Then the next morning, Brittany was feeling much better, so we decided we're gonna go see the museum in Kyoto, the Kyoto Castle, the Kyoto Museum about the castle. So we went to the museum first, then we went to Kyoto Castle, then around I think 4 p.m. we took a train, a metro to Kyoto. We were in Kyoto for 2 hours trying to find the geisha district. I freaking messed up because I thought I found the area and we followed Google Maps, so we were walking like 20 minutes to an area. And we ended up in like some local area shop, or like not a shop, but local area where they said they would spot geisha from time to time, but it wasn't there. So when we were walking back, it turns out the place that we needed to be was actually just right there, like 5 minutes away. And yeah, we just missed out on that. We did end up going to a Kyoto temple event. There was also I can't even talk. There was an event where they were giving out like festivals and stuff with like food and whatnot. My friend and I bought kimonos from there, kimonos and yukatas, and it was just a nice experience. Like I thought it was a nice, like again, it's nice to get lost sometimes because you never know what adventures you'll find, and that was one of it. And I thought it was cool. I got my first experience in a festival. You know, it was just really awesome. The food was delicious. I gained so much weight, you guys. The food was just to die for over there. So yeah, our Kyoto trip was only 2 hours. Then we had to find the metro and go to Kyoto Station, the main station. And then from Kyoto Station, we took a bullet train back to Tokyo. So we arrived in Tokyo around midnight, and we took a taxi home. And that was basically the whole trip from the 21st to the 22nd. And then Saturday morning, it was the wedding. So my friend and I went to the wedding. And then I decided that would be my last day shopping, so I went shopping after the ceremony. I wasn't able to attend the reception because they didn't have space for me, and I was totally okay with it because, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take that advantage and then just do something else. So I did my last final shopping trip for my friends because I wanted to buy stuff for them. And then after that, I went to oh my gosh. So I was stuck in Shinjuku. I was going from Ikebukuro to Shibuya to Shinjuku, and I was around that area buying more like Spy Family merch for my online friends, and also just, you know, just enjoying myself. I was feeling so tired at that point. The one thing I did learn was a hard lesson, and I don't know if this is useful for you guys who are going to Japan, and sorry for just rambling for like 30 minutes here. I learned that if you end up in Shinjuku, Shibuya, or Tokyo main station, pay attention to the trains, because these are major train stations. When I say major, it's like these are the main stations, because these trains can change schedule if you're not paying attention. So I didn't know about that. I thought since Shinjuku was like next, I think I was in Shibuya. Since I was in Shibuya, I was right next door to Shinjuku, which is where I needed to be. I took the next train, and I was like, okay, I missed my first train. Let's just go on the next train and everything will be fine. I wasn't paying attention, because if you look at Google Maps, before you ride a train station, it'll tell you if it is a fast train. Fast train means that they will skip up to 10 destinations to go to a different city. So think of it as similar to like a bullet train, kind of, the bullet train schedule. Because bullet trains, basically, they skip small city destinations. They're just between major cities, like Tokyo to Kyoto is a major train station. So that's bullet train I So that's essentially what happened to me in Shibuya. So I took a train, and I ended up being farther than I expected to be. So I went the wrong direction. I ended up being in Ikebukuro, maybe even more north of Ikebukuro. I was so far, and I was like, the hell is happening? Why can't I get off this train? Because even the train is like, you can't get off because you gotta wait until you arrive in this destination. So I was like, holy shit. Sorry guys for cursing. I'm just like, holy shit, I'm so far. So I texted my friend. I was kind of like upset, a little bit frustrated, and I was burnt out because I was tired of shopping, you know? And then I was like, I got on the wrong train. I ended up being somewhere where I'm not supposed to be, and I thought it was gonna be just next door to you guys, but that didn't happen. So I just got off the train, and I was like, okay, easy fix. Just ride the next train and I'll come back. I will be totally okay. And then I was like, okay, let's do it. So I got on the next train going back, and this train is not a fast train, so it's just going one city to the next, to the next, to the next. So I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm like, I'm gonna just close my eyes and rest a little bit. Before I know it, I'll be back. So I wasn't paying attention to any of the announcements, because I thought I was gonna make my way back to Shibuya, Shinjuku, like it's in the same direction, but I was wrong. So what happened was, I got to a train station and they said some sort of announcement, and I think I was just half asleep because I couldn't understand what they were saying, even though it was in English. The train stopped for like 5 to 10 minutes. And I think this was a warning to tell you that this train was gonna change direction. So instead of going north and south, because that's what the map showed me, like, if this is Shibuya, Shinjuku was below, and Ikebukuro was up here, somewhere further. So I was like somewhere here at this top area. We were going down, we were going south. Next thing I know, instead of going south, I'm going west. So I was looking at Google Maps, I was going down, then I went west, and I was like, where the hell am I going? And I was like, I'm so angry, I'm so upset. I got to a point that I was just like, I was so fed up, because I was like, oh my god, I just want to go to the after party. I want to go to the karaoke. I want to sing. This is why I sang so much in Japanese, was just for this moment. And then it didn't happen. I missed the karaoke event. I was so upset. My friend knew I was just really angry that I missed out on such a fun event. And it was just like, you know, how could the train station take an hour away from me? And I was just like right next door. So lesson learned, be careful of Shibuya, Shinjuku, and Tokyo area if you're in those areas for trains, because the schedule can suddenly change to a fast train, and you might end up in a place that you didn't think you're supposed to be in. So yeah, so that's what happened. Also, Hans, I saw your post. You said post a cover anyways. I will try. We will see if that happens. Yeah, I think that's about it in terms of that session. And let's see what else I wanted to share. Okay, so yeah, I missed a karaoke event. Then that next day, after Saturday, Sunday happened, and this was when I met my colleague from work. And basically, my colleague, her name is Alexis. We've been friends since college, university, and we were friends in the linguistic program. And basically, she decided to come up and see us because she typically lives around Mount Fuji area, Yamanashi. And she found the earliest train ride to come and meet us in the morning, so it was very sweet for her to come see us at Roppongi. And then from there, we try to have like as much fun time together catching up. It's been like 3 years since I last saw this girl. Okay, so like she was gone during COVID. I think no, even before COVID, she was supposed to go to Japan, but COVID happened and she couldn't go. So I think that's what happened. I can't remember anymore. And then I haven't seen her since. And then I'm trying to remember what else. So we hung out with Alexis. We invited her to go to an onsen with us, and she was able to stay with us, thankfully, because she was kind of like our tour guide, but also we wanted to just like spend time and catch up some more because I don't see her as much, and adulting is hard. So that basically wraps up our entire trip. We went to an onsen, then the next morning, I did my final shopping last minute trip because I wasn't able to finish shopping on Sunday on the 31st. We were supposed to go to different places. We were supposed to go to Nakano Broadway. We were supposed to go to Shinjuku Shibuya for last minute shopping stuff. Because I couldn't get it done on Saturday because of how tired I was, and also I got lost in the train, so a lot of the shops were already closed. So yeah, I had to squeeze it in on Sunday. And it's whatever, again. We got lost because we were supposed to retrieve my hat, which I lost in a taxi ride when we were going to Kyoto. You know, because you guys know we were supposed to take a plane, sorry, not Kyoto, to Osaka. We were supposed to go to ride a plane on to Osaka, and I left my hat in the taxi. And yeah, something I learned from Japan videos is that they're really good at keeping your lost and found items. So they will return it to you, and people don't typically take your stuff, you know. And I was thankful for that because the hat that I left behind was this PewDiePie Suki hat. It had these cute little horns on it. And it's really hard to get your hands on that hat now because they don't make it anymore. So my friend has it. Alexis has it in Japan, so she's gonna give it to me when I move over there eventually. And yeah, I think that's the end of that. And then on Monday, April 1st, I did my last minute shopping trip, packed things up, and then we were on the flight back to California. And that basically summarizes our very, very, very busy trip. So yeah, I can't believe that took like 20 minutes to talk about, but yeah, thank you for being patient with me and sharing this. Okay, so after that week, I thought I was gonna be okay because I was like, okay, work starts April 2nd. As long as I sleep on the airplane ride, I will be fine. But again, jet lag was not kind to me. I was okay on Monday the 1st when I came back to California, but the next day it hit really hard on me. So hence why that week I had to cancel the stream. It's because I had really bad jet lag. I was also not showing up to work because I just, like, you know, traveling every day just caught up to me, and I'm like realizing, you know, I'm in my late 20s. I'm not the same as I was. I'm not as spriteful as I was when I'm in my early 20s because it's like I had more energy. But now that I'm getting closer to 30, I'm like, I don't have as much energy as I used to. I gotta preserve it. I gotta adjust it more, just like what I've been doing with my current life with work and streaming and stuff. So there's that. And then again, the last week, the 8th to the 12th, the reason why I didn't stream is because Streamlabs was broken, which broke my heart and I had to cancel. But I think it was also a well-needed rest that I needed because I needed at least like those 2 weeks to just rest from my trip in Japan. This week, I'm doing a little bit better in terms of my adjustment, but I am still feeling a little bit of insomnia at night, so hence why sometimes I have to cancel the stream in the mornings for this week just because I am taking melatonin so I can sleep well enough at night. I was well rested yesterday. Today, not so much. I felt tired than usual. I don't know if it's because of the melatonin, but we shall see. But yeah. So hopefully, I'm really hoping I get to stream with you guys on tomorrow morning and the 18th as well, 17 and 18, because I do miss you guys and I really miss this experience. So yeah, that's everything about greeting. This is a really long segment in terms of greeting because it's been like, what? Excuse me, 3 weeks since I've seen you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed just that covering there. And we'll talk a little bit more about Japan and all that stuff tomorrow morning if I am able to stream. Again, it's only because I don't know if I'm able to wake up. It just depends on how my melatonin, well, not my melatonin, how my body's reacting to melatonin, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we're finally here at the English for Everyone. Again, since this is a long stream, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to do a little bit longer than usual, so I might actually stay here till 10 today. It's already 9:03, so yeah, please forgive me for taking a long time for setting up and also talking about catching up and stuff. So we're finally here at English for Everyone. Let's go ahead and share my screen if it's still working. Oh yes, it still works. Nice. We're looking at likes and dislikes. So in English, many adjectives are formed by adding ing or ed to verbs. These adjectives often have different meanings and can be used to describe likes and dislikes. Okay, so we have adjectives with ing and ed. Adjectives that end in ing describe the effect something has. Adjectives in ed describe how something is affected. Okay, so I actually want to highlight this text so you guys can keep this in mind. Ing describes effects of something has. Sorry, let me go ahead and do that again. My handwriting's not that good. And ed describes how something is affected. So another thing to remember, look at the words here. Ing describes this thing as something has. Okay, ing has. There's a key word there for you guys, and I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see that better. So ing describes effects something has. Ing has. Ed describes how something is affected. Okay, TED. So that can help you kind of remember this kind of acronym with ing and ed. And I'm gonna go ahead and zoom here. Sorry, gotta zoom a little bit. Okay, so the spider is frightening him. Okay, the man is frightened. So in this case, we have the spider causes fright. The spider causes fright. So it's doing something to, it's giving it emotion, right? So I'm gonna put extra notes here. So another thing here, it gives a feeling, ing. It gives a feeling, ing, feeling, frightening. So it's supposed to give you some sort of feeling. So the spider is frightening. It's causing some sort of effect on someone. The man is frightened. So here the man experiences fright. So again, who is experiencing this? The man. So it's something that someone is like, this is someone receiving, right? So I call this receiving. Or if you want to remember it, use the past ed tense, received. The feeling could be giving. Actually, let me go ahead and erase that. There you go. Giving / gives a feeling, receiving, received an experience or a feeling. Okay. And a lot of times when I've been working with my ESL students in the past, they tend to mix up these two. You just have to remember ing means to give. You're giving some sort of feeling. So the spider is frightening, the man is frightening. So that means it is something that this person, whoever the subject is, because this is the subject, right? This is the subject. This one is giving the feeling. Whereas this one, the man, the subject here, this is the person that is experiencing. So like whatever emotions that someone's giving them, they're feeling it. So the spider is frightening and the man is frightened by the spider. So you can also say this too. The man is frightened by the spider. Okay. So technically they dropped by the spider because technically it can be you can technically drop this area right here that I'm boxing for you. You can kind of drop this because it's kind of like, you know, English is it's a cut corner kind of language that we kind of know who the subject is, so we don't have to say it. So if I say, oh my god, that spider is frightening, I'm so frightened, I don't have to say I'm so frightened by the spider because it's just redundant. I already told you in the first sentence that the spider is causing some sort of fear in me. So therefore I can just drop this expression here by the spider because of redundancy. Redundancy basically means like it's useless, it's an expression that's not needed to repeat it twice. But then again, some people prefer to say it twice because they want to be clear. It's in terms of like natives, we like to drop it because we already know what the subject is, who is causing the fright, so therefore it can be dropped. Hence why I put brackets here. It's the message. So I'm gonna write here another thing. This is the message we already know. Okay? It's the message we already know. Therefore, we drop it. The man is frightened. Okay? So hopefully that kind of helps with explanations. 18.2, further examples of adjectives with ing and ed. The fireworks are amazing. She is amazed. The wasp is annoying. He is annoyed. The roller coaster was thrilling. They were thrilled. The vacation is relaxing. He is relaxed. Okay. Cross out the the incorrect word in each sentence. So I am excited about the football game. Okay, so this makes sense because okay, I see it. Okay, I am excited about the football game. So this expression here, let me show it. Remember the example I provided you guys earlier when I said, I'm just gonna rewrite this here. The man is frightened. Sorry, give me a second. I'm gonna rewrite this. Also, 1 second, my stream on Instagram disconnected. Oh goodness, guys. I think I lost my YouTube video. Not my YouTube, Instagram video. Okay. 1 second, I'm gonna disconnect